Hey guys, it's Sundays with Kai. Now, I just want to say, I'm really tired. I'm really freaking tired. So much work, not enough sleep. Anyway, I don't know if you can tell. You see how pink-cheeked I am? That usually means I'm exhausted. So, week 9. It's, what's it called? Metoidoplasty, phalloplasty, or none. Are you going to have surgery? If so, what are you going to choose? How are you going to pay for it, etc.? How does your country deal with it? Do you think you have to have this to pass as a man? So, you know, I'm very unsure as to bottom surgery. I know I want something. I don't know what I want. And before I made this video, I was looking at metoidoplasty or whatever, and looking at, you know, before and afters and post-surgical pictures and things like that. And the results vary a lot. I mean, there's a lot of variation in the outcome, and I'm pretty sure it's very relevant to how effective hormones are to your genitals in shaping them after you take testosterone. I don't know if taking them for a long period of time before the surgery helps or doesn't. You know, it's different for everyone, and since I'm not on T yet, I have no idea what's going to happen to my body when I take it. The phalloplasty, to me it seems like the phalloplasty, well, first of all, they rely on skin from a donor site on your body, and they tend to recommend your arm on your non-dominant hand. My arm on my non-dominant hand is covered in tattoos, so I don't want to put tattoos on my wiener. No desire whatsoever to do so. So the phalloplasty, at least without a different donor site, would be impossible. But then you have to, like, remove hair from that side so you don't have a hairy penis. And if you pull that from, like, say, your upper thigh, that's going to cause issues, because then you're going to have one thigh that's probably hairy and one thigh that isn't. Also, can you imagine not being able to sit down because you have no skin on your leg? Ugh. Terrifying. As far as, but this is freaking complicated. There's not enough information either, because so many trans guys go from lesbian to straight men, and, you know, a lot of them have girlfriends that don't mind that they have the equipment that they have. And the few people that get it, few and far between, you know, a lot of them aren't documented, and there's just so few trans men that I know of that are getting them, that the technology is just not there. Are you tired of hearing that? I'm so tired of hearing that. And yet it's a reality that we have to deal with. At the same time, because I'm gay and I want to be with people who like dick, because I like dick, you know, before anything, even while I was a lesbian, gay guys really flocked to me. They thought I was amazing, and, you know, but the idea of a strap-on wasn't, you know, was something we discussed. I want something I can feel. And as a top, not having a penis, it's really challenging, considering what are you going to do in your future in relationships if you don't have the right stuff. And there are gay men out there or whatever who, for them, that's not an issue. It's about getting the other person off, and not so much about the genitals. But you also have to consider that it's not going to be like that for everyone, and it's going to be a reason for me to be excluded if I'm not fully passing, you know, without clothes on or whatever. And the idea of wearing a strap-on or an STP multi-purpose device for the rest of my life doesn't appeal to me. And I'm also a size queen. I want a big one. But where am I going to keep it? The accessories that you can develop as part of plastic surgery, they don't. A real penis is small in its dormant state, and thickens and grows with circulation of blood. With surgical apparatus, you know, what you get is what you get. The metoxoplasty or whatever, yeah, there's some growth because it's your natural junk. But what if my junk is really small? So I get 2 inches, 4 inches, maybe 5 if I'm lucky, 6 if some miracle happens. That's it. That's all I get. I wouldn't have to pack or anything like that, and I could be standing up, sort of with what God gave me, but I wouldn't be able to do much else. As a top, that's really not what I want. And putting on a strap-on to have sex with someone, and that's all I have to work with, would just seem ridiculous. The phalloplasty does give you some size. I mean, you can get a big one, but it doesn't shrink. It's either flaccid or it's hard, but the size is about the same in both states. Where the hell am I going to keep it? Against my stomach? Not in this. Not if I'm this fat. Down my pant leg? Ugh, sitting down will be a problem. I'll rip it off from its stitches just by putting on jeans. Something I actually think about. So at this day and age, you know, at this state of my development, with no T in my system, no idea how my genitals are going to respond, I have no idea. And it's stupid because my insurance would cover it. But I don't know if I want it. Or if I do, I don't know which one I want. That sucks. I want a dick so bad. I want a dick so bad, guys. I can't even. And yet I don't know if the options that I have are the options that I want. I saw an interview with a German trans man who was a famous athlete in the 80s or something, and he opted for expensive, very expensive, top of the line, you know, surgery that apparently was incredibly convincing. I don't know what that is. I don't know what he got. I wish I knew. I wish I knew how much he paid. Yeesh. So, yes. That's kind of where I am. I want one, but which one? By the time I'm ready, will there be something better? I have no idea. There's weird squealing coming from inside the house. It's coming from inside the house. Anyway, next week is week 10, your toughest moment. I'm not sure how I'm going to answer that. But see you guys in a week. Thanks for watching. Hopefully with better news next time. And more sleep. Have a good week, guys. See you on Sunday.